The second element of your potential lies on a personal level. The more technical term is intrapersonal, you as a person. And there I go with dividing a person into three elements: body, soul, and spirit. You can most probably see the relationship between this intrapersonal, having a spirit, and the relational or the interpersonal in the context of connecting with God. So you have potential within your spirit. Sometimes it could be assessed with a life gifts questionnaire or something similar. Or sometimes you discover it by being fruitful or operating in the spirit or ministering to someone in a life group, home cell or whatever. Then you realize, I prayed for that person and the headache went. So I've got certain potential in my spirit to minister healing. Or I gave that person a word that unlocked something within himself. Maybe I operate from a spiritual point of view in a word of wisdom or a prophetic word or something like that. There's potential in your spirit to be you. Same in your soul. Soul referring to most probably the brain and the mind. You've got intelligence. You've got aptitudes. You've got interests. You've got emotional intelligence. You've got personality. Most of us. No, we all have. That is all part of your potential on the soul level. And then on the body level. You can do certain things with your body. Some people can play guitar. Actually with their hands, That's how they do it. Some people can run and cycle and jog, and some people do what? CrossFit. That's potential that is in you. Now, if you know on a physical level what you're good at, and if you know on a soul level what is your potential, what kind of personality you have, what kind of intelligence or level of intelligence you have, what kind of interests you have, aptitudes you have, etc., etc. And on a spiritual level, you know how you operate on that level. Then you start to know you. Then you're starting to understand yourself. You're coming into defining your identity. That's why the people development tools I'll be with you now is such an important part of this way of coaching. Because I can use a people development tool like a personality analysis to reveal something great about yourself to yourself. I can let a child do an IQ test so that the child can discover something about himself or herself which they didn't know before they did the test. It's very important to draw that kind of boundary. I'm grabbing immediately back to me when I was young, had a bad self-image, seriously bad, and I started to do mind renewal. One of the scripture verses that I repeated to myself, and most probably 1.5 million times, I can do all things through Christ. Now, when I was young and said that, I could do all things. I could go and win Usain Bolt because I can do all things. I can be the president because I can do all things. And then later on you realize it's all things within the confines of your identity. No, you can't win Usain Bolt. But I can do all things. You can do all things within the confines of understanding who you are. There, you can do all things. That's what it means. You can't just do all things because you don't have all potential. You've got limited to your self potential, and living in that is the essence and the greatness of life, to live you. Whether other people applaud you or reject you, if you can come to a place where you live you, you're at the most beautiful place on the planet. Most probably in the perfect will of the one that loves you to death.